Record. Yeah. So today's lessons is gonna start. So you have to pick, like, because due to some mm, network connection yesterday, I somehow, some of you missed some part and I disconnected. My apologies. And we can still review that, and also we can learn something new, place value, which is the topic for today. So what do you say? What shall I do? Like yesterday's class a little bit again, or we move on?
I
Okay.
think teacher, because yesterday I was absent, we missed the review yesterday lesson.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll be sharing you yesterday's Microsoft whiteboard that I used to teach. So yesterday, can you see that screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yesterday we kind of solved this thing. Like, this is the first class. Some of you joined today the first time, so you know a little bit less about number system. So don't worry, I still made the recorded class lecture, or some of you I'll be giving you PDF regarding this number system if you have problems. But still you can watch the video, and if you have less internet data, don't worry, it's easy. Just need a little bit more and more practice. Okay, so I have provided you with the worksheet yesterday. I think you found it in the email or Google Classroom. did you found did you find, or are you all in the Google Classroom that I made?
Yes, sir.
I think still some of you are not in the Google Classroom, but it's fine. You can take your time, come in later. You don't have any deadlines for the worksheet. This is the review of the old class that I took, but somehow we couldn't finish, and I had to go early because of the poor network connection. As you know, I got electricity outage, and some of you got disconnected as well and got what is it called? Never mind. So let's move on. This is the review of the worksheet. We get to know about all the real numbers over here. These are all real numbers. So yesterday we solved a worksheet. So can anyone tell me, any one of you who doesn't have any idea and it's her first class? I think Zuali attended every class. So Zuali saw that. Zuali, are you here with us? Can you interact?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Zuali, do you remember all the things that I taught? Like, not all the things, like you have an idea about the number system, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who is new over here and who is having some internet problems so that they get disconnected, and sometimes I get disconnected and they get, you don't know about number system, and or you don't understand it. Can you tell me? Is there anyone like that? And tell me about the first classes, like who is having the first class today? I think all of you have entered before, so thank you. So this is the real number worksheet that we solved yesterday. So let me give you a short review. This is the real number, and real number can be defined as rational and irrational. We give a rational numbers. Example is 0.8, then -5. Okay, I'll give you some examples like that. 0.8, -5, then 0. Even all the fractions like 3/7, something like that, all are called rational number. So if I break it down a little bit to you, you get integer or fraction. Here you can see there's a decimal number 0.8 and there's a -5. So they are categorized in different ways. This is a short review, so I'll be doing it more faster. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, teacher. Yeah, no problem. It's okay.
So -5 over here from the rational goes into the integer, and 0.8 0.8 over here goes to fraction, and if I define it even more, it goes to decimal. Okay, and if I even define it more, it goes to finite decimal, you can say. So for now, I will keep it in the fraction or in the decimal. Let me keep it in the fraction. And also 3/7 over here, it goes to fraction. Okay, and it's a simple fraction. It's a finite decimal. Okay, so and then in the integer part, we have some positive and some negative numbers. Can anyone of me from here give me some positive integer?
2.
2, correct.
7.
Any more?
7.
7, correct. So positive integers are like that. And give me negative integers, please.
-21.
-21. Thank you very much. So as you can see, positive integers are divided into two types: prime integer or non-prime integer. Okay, listen, all of you, the worksheet that we had to do, it's much easier than this. Okay, this whole diagram, I did the whole diagram after a long time, after getting to know about secondary level. I get to know about this chart. I did it so that you can know about all the category, but in the classroom or in our semester, we only have this: real, rational, irrational, integer, whole, and natural. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So we get to know about these positive integers or prime integers. So this is extra. It's good for you to know about it, like the simple fractions, decimals over here, but still you will not find them in the worksheets. But I can include them in the worksheets, but I'm kind of skipping it because it's much easier to solve this rather than this. It's more confusing, but I'm kind of like giving you examples. So we have some prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 7. Okay, so these are prime numbers. And can you tell me non-prime numbers?
4.
4 and 6.
4, 6, 9.
9.
Very good. So I think you guys have an idea about it, all of the rational part. And now let's move on to irrational. Can you give me a irrational parts example?
Root 2.
Root 2. Root 4.
No, root 4 is a rational number. Let me tell you
Root 3.
why.
Okay.
Root 4 equals to
Yeah,
2
yeah.
times 2.
2.
2 goes to prime integer, prime number. Okay, that we solved
Okay.
like here a little bit earlier. Okay, if I try to do this, it's here like this. So you can see, find it here. So root 4 is a prime integer. Okay, remember it. That's the problem that sometimes you might offer. And can you give me the most popular irrational number, the most popular of them all?
Pi value.
Pi value. Very good. The value of pi is the most. Okay, I'm so sorry about the bird chirping. I cannot make it stop. And I don't have a better suppressor of my noises around me. So this is a companion, as you can hear it chirping. Okay, so if I break it down, root 2 to you, we get 1.4142, something like that, dot, dot, dot. Let me get it. Okay, from here, as you can see. And this is all the examples that we have done, but not decimal infinite. Okay, what if there's a decimal like this, 2.53, and there's a bar? That means this number is 2.535353 dot dot dot. It's an infinite decimal with repetition. Remember, the difference between the decimal which belongs to rational number and the irrational number is decimal. Here is it has repetition, but in the infinite decimal it doesn't have any repetition, like the value of pi, as you said earlier. Okay, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm happy that we are clear, but still if we have trouble around this topic, I will review it back again. We solved this worksheet and I have emailed you this thing. So there is a slight error that I had before. I think you can find it in the worksheet and with the solve worksheet. Like here, I think 2.34, it's an irrational number, not a rational. So I have to remove it. Even I make mistakes sometimes, so you can forgive me, I guess. So it's an irrational number. It's kind of 2.34 is not repeated over here. It's like 2.34, then 344. So it becomes an irrational number. I taught it wrong in some solve it wrong. I thought it's a rational number, but it's not. So that's all for the yesterday's class. Now we're gonna move on to the today's class. I think some of you might still have problems, but we will go back to it again. Is it okay for you?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And Madina asked for the short review. Madina, are you clear now about yesterday's class?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much. Yeah, welcome, welcome. No worries. Today's class is place value. I'm gonna be sharing you with a new one because I took a class. Okay. Place value. Can anyone tell me what does place value mean? I will give you examples and I will give you ideas, but I want to know, what do you know about place value? Okay, it's fine. Let me write a number for 647,320. Okay. We see this is a whole large number, right? And the way that I pronounce it is 647,320. The way that I pronounce it, that is called the whole name of the pronunciation of these numbers. Okay, so place value helps us determine the places or worth or values of these digits. These are called digits. Do you have ideas about, do you remember about digits? Can anyone tell me about digits? Like, give me examples of digits.
5, teacher. 5.
0.
0, 5, and
1.
all the numbers between 0 to 9 are called digits. Okay, so this whole thing is a number. Okay, number. I cannot write it because I have a mouse. So its whole thing is a number. But individually, these are called digits. Okay, so place value over here, it helps us determine the value or worth of these digits so that we can say it as whole like this: 600 47,310 220, sorry, and 20. Okay, this is the whole way of determining or pronouncing this number. Is it clear? And Nafisa Nuri has a thing in the chat. Sorry, teacher, my phone has so less charge when I become disconnected. No, it's fine, Nafisa Nuri. You can catch us back later with the video recorded class. Okay, I will be sharing it with you, all of you, in the WhatsApp or email. Okay, so you can disconnect if you have less charge or poor network connection. Don't worry about it. This all recorded, and I will be providing you with some resources like PDF in the end of the class, so you can start learning by your own. Okay. So let me write something about the place value. Is it clear till now? We understand a little bit about place value.
Okay, thanks. Just I want to inform you, sir.
Okay. So let me write this definition or technique. Place value helps us understand. Also, make sure you're taking notes on important topics or anything that will help you remember. So you have a pen and paper ready in front of you. So as you can see, we don't need it for now. My God, I cannot remove it. Okay, there it is. So let me break it down to you. Place value helps us understand value or the worth. Okay, we're gonna know about the value or the worth of these digits, of different digits inside a large number. Okay, let me give you an idea. 0 here, its place value is ones. Very good. 2 here, its place value is, tell me?
Tens.
Tens. Correct. And tell me the other one so that it becomes easier. Threes. What is the value of 3?
Hundreds.
100.
Very good. What is the value of 7?
Thousand.
1,000.
What is the value of 4?
10,000.
10,000. Correct. What is the
10,000.
value of 6?
Like
100.
100,000. You guys are correct. So let me write it down a little bit. After that, I'm gonna give you some numbers so that you guys have to answer me. What is it? Since you know how to answer these questions, it's kind of easy for you. Am I audible to all of you and you understand my English, right?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, sometimes I have to make sure all of you are understanding, because even though the English, the way that I'm saying, it's fine. Some of you might have trouble understanding it. So any one of you can reach just saying, sir, I don't understand. So all the lectures that I record, I upload it into YouTube. So they have the subtitles or the captions on. So if you don't understand anything that I say, you can turn on the caption and you can see. And I've made a little bit error over here. So this is the 100,000. So altogether, can someone tell me how does it written? How is it written or pronounced? 600.
600.
47. Go ahead. Tell me.
147. 47,320.
300 and
20.
20.
20. Correct. Thank you very much. So that's how it's written. And we get to know the value of these digits. Now, let me move a little bit further and give you some more numbers. Like how many students are here? We have like 6 students and me, so 7 participants. So I give you 6 digits, 6 type of numbers. Okay, first one is easy. Let me give you more. And the last one. This is the hardest one. Okay, not 890. It's kind of like the same. Okay. So starting from the beginning, one of you can free and raise your hand so that I can tell her to answer this question for first one, and then others can answer the second ones. So yeah, Zuali, your first one. Tell me the first number that is written.
45.
Correct. 45. And then who wants to go next? Raise your
Can
hand,
I
please.
say, sir?
You have to raise your hand in the Zoom. That makes it much easier because yeah, Madina. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Okay. 46,700
56,000. Go ahead again. 56,000.
789.
700.
89.
Correct. Thank you very much. And then I think Kubra.
5,903.
Thank you. 1,903. It's fine. You don't have to write 3. And okay. Next up, who wants to go again? Next. How about Saira? Would you like to go? I can help you. Okay. This is 500. 576,000. 76,000. Only 3. Okay. We don't have a hundreds. We don't have a tens. So it's only 3. 576,003. Welcome, Ruxana. You just showed up late, but we are learning place value. So you can catch it up later a little bit after the end of the class. And we are just learning place value. So you have to know how to name these numbers. So who wants to go next? Anyone who has raised your hand before, you can also go again if you know the answer. Yeah. Okay, Madina and Kubra, you're up. Madina, go ahead.
Okay. 3,004,045 and 8,000.
Go again. Like you made a little bit mistake.
Okay. 3,004,045.
No, 445,000.
Yeah, 1,890. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. 45.
45,890.
Is 90 like this? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Little bit smaller. So, Kubra. Oh, Ruxana wants to say something. Okay, let Ruxana say something. Ruxana, you raise your hand. What do you say?
Hi, sir. Can I read the another one? Can I see the another one?
Sure. Go ahead. Okay, Kubra, I'm so sorry. Let Ruxana have her
No,
turn.
madam.
Okay.
Okay.
342,467,456.
Terrific job. 342,467,456. You did good. All of you did great. Nobody made any mistakes, as I can see, except a slight mistake over here, 445,000. So now we're gonna be knowing about the next digits that comes after this, like the million that I gave already over here, and you guys could answer it. So let me add it a little bit more here. How about 7? So 7 over here goes into, if I give the place value of it, what it becomes, tell me?
1 million.
Only
7
millions,
million.
only millions.
Yeah, million.
Mhm. So this is the place value of 7. And what if I add a little bit more digits, like this? Mhm. So and then what is the place value of 2?
20, 27 million.
10 million.
It becomes 10 millions, like this.
Mhm.
Thousands, like from 7 over here, if I come here, you get thousands, all right? In this term, 4 becomes 10,000s, and then 6 becomes 100,000s, all right? So the place value of 2 is, again,
10 million.
10 million.
10.
10 millions. And then it's 100 million, right?
Million.
Yeah, okay. And after that it ends, the millions term ends. What comes after millions?
Billion.
Very good, billions. And we're gonna learn till that. So let me say, give you the exact placements, or the, what is it called, values. Ones, go ahead if someone know. Ones, tens, then comes hundreds, then what? Thousands.
Million.
Yeah, very good. There's no 10,000s. Millions. After that it comes millions. In words you have to say millions, and then it comes, tell me,
Billion.
Billion.
etc. Dot dot dot. It keeps on going. So as you can see, these are expressed in words, but while you have to break it down, you get millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, like this. Let me remove the ones that are irrelevant. These are not important anymore.
Sir,
Go ahead.
why there isn't 10,000?
There is. Let me show you.
Before you said
Oh,
there is
here,
1,000, there is no 10,000.
This is the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, this is not the expanded version. This is the, like, the standard form that I will say. Like, how will I say it? Like, these are called the values. So while we have to say values like this, we know about ones, tens, hundreds, then thousands, millions, billions. But if you break down each and every digit, okay, let me give you another idea of what I mean. This segment here is millions. This segment here is thousands. This segment here is called ones. But you get individual number like 100, tens, hundreds, tens, and ones. So from the right, you have to, this is important now. You asked a good question. From the right, it's said ones, tens, hundreds, and all of it belongs to
100.
no ones. All of it belongs to ones,
One.
and then comes thousands. Thousands. Oh, this is a huge one. Let me small it down for you. Lower it down for you as well. And then, can you tell me what is this part?
Million.
Very good.
Million.
So that's how. Oh, okay. It's not millions actually. It's million. It's not thousands. It's thousand. It's not ones. It's one. That I made a little bit mistake. I got confused. So let me help you about this. How do we say it? 127,647,320. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
Yes, sir.
have this question again. Why don't we use 10,000? Because there is no 10,000 over here. It's just this time. But in the one segment, or you can say tens, you can say it hundreds, the first three from the right. So while we have to determine the place values of these digits, we start from the right like this and add a comma here every 3 1 like this and then like this. So we say from the beginning the place value like 127,647,320. Okay. I
Okay, sir.
added and in the middle. You can deduct it all the time. 127,647,320. You don't have to use and. And also it's an important note. Every 3 digits after that you get a comma. Every 3 digits you get a comma. And the important thing about the comma is if I don't place it. Okay, let me remove this million part because it's not important anymore. We're not going to learn it. We're just going to be sticking to the old ones. So what if I rearrange this number 647,320? What if I rearrange it like this? 647, 320. Do we see any comma over here? We don't.
Mm.
We don't see any comma. And what if I wanted to put a comma over here and here?
No, inside of 7 and 3.
So does it make any sense? It kind of seems like 64, 73, 20. 3 different numbers, but it doesn't say 647,000. Because of that comma, the importance of the comma lets us understand the vital part of defining a number, how it's pronounced. Now we can say 647,320. Okay. Do you have any questions, any one of you? Because I still think like I somehow teach you complicatedly and it might let your brain forget a lots of information. I'm so sorry for that. I can go even slower and break it down to step by step for you. So if you have any questions, you can use the chat or you can ask me. Oh, I see a raised hand. Hamasa Safari. Tell me, is there anything that you wanted to say? I think don't. Okay, sorry. I haven't seen the raised hand before. So are we clear about the place value?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What if I give you some number, hard number? Okay. One of you, like a courageous one, will tell me the value, the how it's written. Okay. Let me give you a huge number. Okay. One of you tell me the number, like how do you pronounce it? We have like a little bit, I break it down a little bit to you. This is the ones section, this is the thousand, this is the millions, and this is the
billion.
billions.
Billion.
Okay, go ahead and tell me the word name of this.
Billion, 300.
572,387,329,877.
Very good. Okay, I had seen some more raised hands. You can try again. Hamasa and Medina, if you'd like to say it, you can say it.
Okay, teacher. 570,000
Mhm. Okay,
and 877.
okay. Anyone want to go again?
572,387,877.
Thank you very much. I guess that all of you understood place value really good. Let me remove this. Oh, we still have like 30 minutes. Wait, more than 30 minutes. So like what is it called? The whole place value segment is well understood. So we can do some worksheet. Okay, let me give you some worksheet. Or I can share with you if some of you would like, are comfortable to learn from PDFs. I have a huge PDF about the place value. Okay, let me share it. Let me share it. This one that I'm talking about. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a
Yeah.
huge PDF that I have that explains the place value concepts. I will be sharing you with this PDF after the class. You can know like the consideration of instruction, activities, worksheets. There are some worksheets over here you get to know about. And there's some new things like vocabulary and symbol. It says the digit from 0 to 9, the value, okay, let me zoom it down for you. The value from the way that it's pronounced, 2 ones, 3 tens and 9 ones, I will teach you right now. And then the places, like, oh, that's called the places, the ones that you said. Somebody asked me, I think Medina, ones, tens, hundreds. I see some raised hands. Tell me, Hamasa and Medina, do you have to say anything?
Which one, sir?
Okay, I think those raised hands from before, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so vocabulary and symbol. Now we're gonna know a little bit about it. Let me copy this. Come back to our good old whiteboard. Okay, do you see the whiteboard?
Yes,
teacher.
Yeah.
It's directly from the PDF. The thing that we're gonna learn, it's about the vocabulary and some symbols. So it's gets a little bit more complicated because it says digits, that the vocabulary you have to remember. Digits are from 0 to 9. And then we have, as it says, value. Oh, value is important now. So we gotta give you an example again. Let me take back the example that I had before. This one. Come here. Okay. The value is said like that. Like, let me say this 0 ones, 2 tens, 3 hundreds. So if I get a smaller number, 32, okay, as it was given in the PDF, how do I write it, the value? We say 3 tenths, 2, go ahead, tell me.
One.
One. So we get from here 33 times 10, plus 2 times 1. How do we get it? 3/10, 2 ones. Okay, so that's how the value is determined. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher. Yes.
Okay, let me remove this and then let me give it back to the old thing. Okay. Then we get to know about place. Okay, wait. This is the three vocabulary that we know from the beginning. Place, as we know, it can be written as ones. Go ahead, tell me what is next. Tens, hundreds, and then
Thousand.
yeah, thousands. Okay, etc. Okay, these are called the place. And then we know about place value, standard notation, and expanded notation. The whole topic is about place value. Okay, but here place value determines a vocabulary, defines as a vocabulary. Place value, standard notation, and expanded notation. Okay, in the before that, what do you understand by place value again? Anyone can answer? Place value helps us understand the value. Oh, someone wanted to answer. Go ahead, tell me. Okay, so place value helps us understand the value or the worth of the digits, as we know. Okay, so as the example has been given, let me give you a example from the thing 42,103. Okay, can you tell me what is the place value of 2?
Thousand, teacher.
Very good. So we write it as 2,000. So in this vocabulary, we can say that 2 multiplies with 1,000, or the place value of 2 is 1,000. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, let me keep this one and write place value of 2 is 2,000. So this is the example of place value that we have learned, the place value of each and every digits over here. So what is standard notation that they had said? The standard notation itself is just this thing. We copy it, we paste it. So this is how the standard notation works. You just say 42,103. This is standard notation. And what is expanded notation over here? We get to know about place value, like this one. We get to know about standard notation, this one. And what is expanded notation? Expanded notation is like this. Let me break it down to you. We can write this 4 multiplied with 10. What is the place value? 10,000. Okay. Then 2 multiplied with, tell me.
2,000.
No.
2,000.
100.
1,000. No.
Yeah.
1,000. The place value of 2 over here is 1,000. Like 2 is just like the whole one. 2 multiplies with 1,000 is 2,000. So this is the place value that we were talking about. And what is the place value of 1?
100.
100. Correct. What is the place value of 0?
10.
10. What is the place value of the last 3
1.
1.
1. Very good. This is 1. Okay, and let me define it more. So the expanded notation is like this: 4,000. We get the expanded notation right now. We don't have to write 0 times 10 because it's 0. So 3. So this is the only this part is called expanded notation. Are we clear about the vocabularies that there are 6 vocabulary or words that we had to go through? Digits 0 to 9, value that we know about some value from here, and the place are ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. These are place. Place value is the for 2 is 2000. Then standard notation is 42,103. Expanded notation over here is just the last one, 4,000 plus 2,000, 10, 3. Here in the middle, you can say it as place value as well. This one. Okay, so this one here is the expanded notation. This one here is the standard notation. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, any
Yes.
questions from here?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is from the PDF that I missed to teach you. So I remember it and all of you can find it there. So let me remove all of this vocabulary and symbols. We get back to here and I'm gonna share you the PDF back again. Yeah, here it is. So let's not learn it anymore. We're gonna solve some worksheets. We have 20 minutes with us. So in this 20 minutes, we're gonna solve a little bit from the worksheet and I'm gonna be asking your attendance again, the ones that haven't been present yet. So we have learned about place value. Now we're gonna do this. Let me get it. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me remove all these things. I did some. Okay, this is a small. Can you see that? Do you see the Superman kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me erase all of it. How do I erase it? Okay. Reload. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. So this is a little bit worksheet about the place value that we learned. And there are some expanded number, you can say in words, expanded form and in picture. We haven't learned the picture. I can give you an example now. Let me draw it. You see 12, right? You can say in words 1/10, 2 ones, correct? Is it all right? Do you understand it?
No.
So
Yes.
in the expanded form, we can write it as 10 plus
Plus
2.
2,
2.
12. And here in the picture, you can see 2 blocks, 2 ones, 2 ones, and then you see 1/10. It has 10 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is a tens, just only one. So you understand by the picture what is written. So can you tell me what is next here? 18. What can you say?
1.
110.
110 and 8 ones. And then
Yeah.
here?
10.
10
Plus
plus
8.
8.
8. We get
Or 18.
18. And can anyone help me draw it? We get 8 ones, right? So you get
Yeah.
this block like 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones and 1/10, like one huge one I will draw, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is the block. I am really sorry about the drawing because I'm using a mouse. Okay. And from this picture, can you determine what is it?
2.
210 and 21.
Okay.
21.
20,
Two.
22. Correct. 22.
Two.
We have two tens over here. Hey,
Two,
this is the two
one.
tens. Okay. And then two
One.
ones. Hey, the one, two ones. And how do you write it? The next one? 20
20 plus 2.
plus 2, 22. And how about this one?
23.
23. Yeah.
23. So I'm helping you to answer these questions all together. I will be sending you this sheet. You don't have to submit because this is a huge one. Okay, and also I did not prepare it. The people behind it is like this twinkleco.uk. So you can solve it. You can also send it me in WhatsApp, but it's not gonna be added in our Google Classroom. Oh, by that, it's a good question. Are every one of you got the invite to the Google Classroom? Did you get the first assignment
Yes.
yesterday? Like it was about the number system.
Yes, I submitted.
Yeah, one of you submitted. I haven't checked it because I haven't got the time, but I will do that. I will correct you if you had made any mistakes, and I will like all of you to answer that and like send me. You're not gonna be given any mark based on it because it was a practice worksheet. As such, this one, you can think it as a practice worksheet. You can solve it on Edge like this using this draw tool, or you can use Microsoft Paint if you have, what is it called, laptop. Sometimes you can also use Android notepads and other things. So help me write it again. Let's get back to what I was teaching.
210s
Two tens,
and 3 ones.
3 ones, and you get 20 plus 3, 23, correct? And what about the next one?
35.
35, correct?
35. Yeah.
There are 3 tens, 5 ones, and 30 plus 5 equals to 35. And remember about the place values, this is just worksheet based on how many number is it, but we have to determine bigger problems like this. You have been given a word like this. How will you determine? You just have to make a comma over here. You have to make a comma over here. You have to make a comma over here and comma over here and then here. It will be starting from 3,682,329,834. Wait, am I wrong? I think I am. It becomes it is more than zillion because there is like a lots of step, ones, thousands, million, billion, zillion, and I think trillion or something like that. I don't know. So let's remove this. Let me keep it till billion. Ones, thousand, millions, and billions. So something like this. You will be given some words like this or something like this. So this is easy. Okay. So this practice worksheet has provided with you like a lot of way to this. These are all easy. So I want you to solve it, but take your time solving it. Okay. I will be giving you another worksheet like this. Can you see it? Place value through hundreds. Students, do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have trouble again watching the class, if I share something, I'm recording it so that you can solve it later. I will also give you this PDF. You can solve it and you can send it me or don't send me, it's fine. You can do it as a practice. Okay, so this is all for today's learning. I don't want to learn or teach anything else. What about you? Do you want to keep learning? Mm,
Yeah, but not today.
not today. Okay, I got that part. Not today, but we will learn later. So let me review you what we learned today. Microsoft Whiteboard. So from today morning, we learned about place value. Then we got to know about this whole number. And we got to know about the, what is it called? I forgot. What is it called again? Let me see. It's called place, not just place. Tens, ones. This is called place. Tens, hundreds, and keep on going. And then we got to know about, let me see, this whole word. And then we got to define this place value of 647,320. So we got to know about this, and then after that we got to solve 5 examples, right?
Yep.
5 examples. 5, not 5 actually, 6 examples, because 6 of you were there and the others are missing still, but we're gonna know about them. We got to know about what does place value help us know, and we got to solve 2 worksheets. And we didn't solve it completely, but I gave you the hang of that I'm going to be sharing for the next class. Take it easy, take your time, like looking at the PDF, because these topics are so easy, and also the number system. Just take your time, ask me questions if you have any, and all the best.
Problem.
Keep working hard. 3 and 1 PDF that I will share about this place value. So that's it about today. And before that, let me review a little bit about the earlier classes, that what have we learned from the beginning. I think Zuali was with me the whole time, the first 3 days, right, Zuali?
Yes, sir.
And what about others? Like, have you attended all of the 3 classes?
Yes, sir, but a little we have net problem.
Okay, it's all right, no worries. So we get to know about from Zuali's point of view. So I think Zuali can help you too, because she has a good idea about this number system. We get to know about digits in the first class. This is the first class, like 2 days ago. Number system, we get to know about digit numbers. We get to know about natural, whole, integer, rational, and real. And then I gave you some examples of this. And then we get to know about irrational number, which is pi over here, and this is √2. And we get to know about this is not class actually. I think I had a problem with any student. It can be said and. All rational and irrational numbers are known as real numbers. So then in the second class, no, it's still in the first class. This thing was in the second class. Okay. Oh, it's not going. It doesn't want to go. Okay. This thing was in first class. So we get to know about the integers. Okay. So this were all were in the first class. And the rational numbers, the real numbers. Okay. So that was, and I've given you example. In the next class, second one, we get to know about this worksheet that help you solve it. And after that, I've provided with 2 more worksheets. One is this one, and another one, the beginning of it says Venn diagram, something like that. So one of you has already submitted. I'm expecting all of you to submit. It's a practice worksheet. So now today I'll be providing you with the video of this class and the other PDFs and worksheets. So that's all for today. Some of you who have entered the class before, you can leave. I'm just gonna ask about the other students. Okay, you can stay and talk to me about them. So I'll be stop sharing, not stop sharing. Wait, yeah, stop sharing and stop recording as well.